state-specific data, as far as the inventory goes, is contained in the top section of the results page here. And we could simply download the inventory state by state and get further information. So let's look at a state. We'll just take, once again, we'll take a smaller state to look at. I recommend you save this file to your hard drive, and you can upload it at your leisure. For now, I'm just going to open it up in my browser. Once again, these are zip type files, so you need to have some type of decompression software on your computer to unzip it. But once you've unzipped it, like I said, save it to your hard drive, unzip it, extract the file itself. You can open the file, and you'll get a Microsoft Access database open up for you. And you'll notice several different tables contained in the file itself. Most of them are self-explanatory. You have a county level file that actually has the information summarized at a county level, this one being for Maryland. And you'll see pollutant by pollutant, county by county, and what sources are contributing to the emissions for that particular county. We've broken that down. It's either by the major, by the area sources. And area sources are broken down into point area sources and non-point area sources. So if we know the exact location of that particular area source, and area source is generally a smaller source, like a corner dry cleaner or a gas station, whereas a major source is something like a power plant or a large industrial facility. So generally we know where those are located, but some of these smaller area sources like gas stations and dry cleaners might not be as easy to find. So several of them come in as what we call county level inventory. So we have to use different things like surrogates to spread out those emissions within the county itself. But for some of them, we actually physically know where they are, so we're able to pinpoint those to a particular location. But this file actually contains the emissions for this particular county and for this particular pollutant, broken down by, like I said, these bins themselves. We also have information for fires, for wildfires, and several other bins that are on commercial marine vessels, CMV. People ask me what that means all the time. Rail, for railroads, airports, non-road mobile sources such as construction equipment, lawn mowers, things that contain motors and engines that aren't generally on the road, as well as on-road mobile. Obviously cars and trucks and buses and things like that. But you'll have information here, and these are in tons per year. And once again, all this information is in that README file at the top of the NATA results page. So if you're not sure what a particular unit is or what a particular column represents, you can find that all in that README file at the top of the NATA website. And you could simply, if you're interested in a particular pollutant, let's say you were not interested in the county, Microsoft Access allows you to just simply sort the database and look at a particular pollutant. Now we'll have all the counties for particular pollutants summarized nicely for you, and you could simply take this data and cut and paste it out of here and copy it and paste it into an Excel spreadsheet or document or whatever else you want to work with the data itself. So Microsoft Access, it looks daunting at times, but there are some easier features in it, and you can quickly use the data and play with it in other tools like Microsoft Access, which is Microsoft Excel, which is a little bit easier to use as well. So that's the first table that you'll find in the emissions file. There's also a facility level file, which is a much larger file. And now this contains facility by facility, not just county by county. It'll give you information on a particular facility as far as pollutants go, stack information, everything that we use to model it. This one here, if you expand these columns by dragging the top and just making them a little bit wider, you'll be able to see the names of these facilities. The NEI ID, which I highlighted for you on the Google Earth maps, if you look for that particular ID, you'll find information on that facility in this table right here. As I said, there's pollutant, there's emissions information, if there's any control equipment at the facility, stack parameters, the physical location, latitude, longitude, where it might be, and what that particular source might be. Is it a boiler? Is it a wastewater pond, or whatever that might be? All that information is right here in the facility level file. There's also a series of lookup tables, so if you're not sure what one of the codes in these files are. You can find those in these data tables if you're trying to find what a MAC code is, which is one of the columns in it. You can link to some of these other lookup tables that are contained within this file, and serves as a library to look up various codes that are in the pollutant level files. So that's a very powerful file. That is our pollutant state-by-state summary file that we have in NATA. If you want something real quickly on a pollutant level that you just want to see, well, what are the dominant sources for a particular pollutant? We've put a series of pie charts on the website as well. And if you click, once again, in the emissions section of the results page, if you click on the little link here that says air toxic pie charts and open those up, you'll get a PowerPoint presentation of the various pollutants that we consider to be national and regional drivers in NATA, or the most important pollutants, and what sources actually contribute to each one of those pollutants. So you can click on this one for butadiene, for instance, and it'll break it down for you sector by sector, what are the major sources that contribute to butadiene emissions for the entire country. Obviously, you could develop these types of pie charts from the data I just showed you in the Access files, but this kind of has done it for you on a national level. If you wanted to look at a particular smaller geographic area, the data is available in those Access files to generate this type of pie chart for you. And these go nicely, quickly into presentations, or gives you information quickly on what sectors contribute to each pollutant, and might help you focus your analysis of the NATA data itself.